It's so good to see you. Happy Monday, 8th day of November, 2021. This is Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan Kuntz, your host. Thanks for starting your week with us. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope you enjoyed the beautiful day we had yesterday. Going to be very nice today. Quite a bit of sunshine, a little on the cool side, very mid-November-ish. And then, wow, here comes some weather. In fact, a little dusting of snow right here in the valley, not out of the question overnight tonight. Into Tuesday, I kid you not, we got a little bit of a wintry mix. Certainly the foothills, certainly I think Leavenworth going to get maybe an inch of snow. Probably not here in the Wenatchee Valley, don't think so. Mountain Passes are going to get a pretty good dose. They got a pretty good dose over the weekend, as a matter of fact. Speaking of the Mountain Passes, a very sad story of a fatality collision involving a young local woman on Blewett Pass on Saturday afternoon. That will be our lead story. So traveling in the mountain passes are going to be a little dicey this week. We'll give you those details and the news that you're going to need. Sports, lots of it. Good weekend for the Seahawks. They didn't play anybody, so you don't play, you don't lose. But the Wild finally won, and then they won again. They have a 2-game winning streak after starting the season not winning a hockey game. They have since righted that ship. We'll talk about Wild hockey. And a lot of sports highlights. We were busy over the weekend. We did the Wenatchee Moses Lake football game on Friday night from Lee Boffield Field to the Apple Bowl. Then we turned right around to the Wenatchee High School Gymnasium and did the District 6 4A championship match between the Wenatchee Panthers and the Eastmont Wildcats. The Panthers pulled out the victory to punch their ticket to state, and then Eastmont took on West Valley in a last chance to state, and the Rams got the better of the Wildcats. Highlights coming up when we get to sports. It's chilly. It's 32 degrees outside of our studios. I hope your body clock is doing okay. We're back to standard time. We ditched daylight saving time overnight. We had 25 hours on Sunday. I hope you didn't waste it. I didn't. I was actually fairly productive yesterday. Normally on weekends, that's not quite the case in any event. So without further ado, at 2.5 minutes after the hour, let's start pushing our buttons, because now, unlike it was on Friday, we have daylight. Sunrise now 6:56. If it wasn't for going back to standard time, it would be 7:56. Nope, it's 6:56 is when the sun came up about 6 minutes ago. Sunset tonight, 4:33. There's your trade-off. It'll get dark at 4:15-ish, and by 4:30, sun goes down, and by 5 o'clock, it'll be dark. So there you go, 9 hours and 37 minutes of daylight as we look out over the Wenatchee Valley from the cross camera. East Wenatchee taking most of that view into the information of the frame, with a sliver of Wenatchee to your left and a couple of low-lying clouds and some fog banks hanging around, including out in the Dryden area, where some visibility is very poor out there. Camera number 2. Wow, that's cool. You're going to have to help me out there. You're right. I know we're pointing to the southeast because we're seeing the sun come up, but I have no idea what camera that we're using. I'm sorry? Oh, that's Stein's. Okay. So somewhere down there, this is what I was talking about. You can see the low clouds and the fog hovering over the Cashmere area, as we have that's the Steins Hill camera high above Cashmere, and I believe we have that pointed back towards the Wenatchee Valley. I think you can make out the golf course in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. That's kind of cool view there, but it is cold. In fact, in Cashmere right now, you're at 29 degrees. It's chilly everywhere you go. Camera number 3. Off to the Omi Gardens cameras. We look at the Orchestra Bridge. They had a rollover accident last night on the approach to the Orchestra Bridge on the east side of the river. We'll have that story. Car rolled over, ended up on its back on its wheels, but it sent both the driver and the passenger to the hospital. We'll have that story for you. And look at the Mission Ridge in the upper right-hand corner. Yeah, snow. They got the predicted snow. Snow level, by the way, going to drop down pretty low tonight. Not a lot of moisture, but still, snow level's getting down there. Camera number 4. Nanapoc Ridge pays us a visit. Good morning, Lake Wenatchee. Look at the low clouds and fog just hanging down there, just socked it in. As you can see, they had a little bit of snow in the Lake Wenatchee area. There was quite a bit of snow on both Stevens and Snoqualmie Pass over the weekend. Not so much on Blewett, but they all got snow, and they have, in the mountain passes, a winter storm watch is in effect for the mountain passes for tonight into Tuesday morning above 3,500 feet. That's the magic number. 3,500 feet and above, considerable snow. 3,500 feet to about 2,000 feet, kind of a rain-snow mix, maybe even some freezing rain, and below 2,000 feet, Probably more rain than anything else. Again, those details are, well, what do you say we just do them now? I mentioned a wintry mix coming our way tomorrow. Take a look at the map. Most of the snowfall for the Wenatchee Valley is going to be very light, if at all. Take a look at where you live there. Most of the snow, again, will be relegated to the mountain passes. But to the north of us, the Methow area, Omak, Okanagan, you could get some measurable snow on the ground right against the east slopes of the Cascades. Lake Wenatchee, Leavenworth Plain could get some measurable snow tonight into Tuesday. Not so much for the Wenatchee Valley, but it's an early reminder that we're not too far off from winter. Certainly going to be winter up in the Cascades. Again, those details are coming up. So that is your wintry mix for the viewing area. Again, here in the Wenatchee Valley proper, we're not going to see any snow, but the snow level is going to drop down tonight to about 1,700 feet. The Wenatchee Valley, where the Columbia River comes through right between the two bridges, that elevation is a little over 600 feet above sea level, to give you a general idea. So 600 feet is the Columbia River. Snow level will be about 1,700 feet tonight. Okay, from the National Weather Service. Here we go. We got some sunshine this morning, or clouds this morning. It'll eventually burn off. We'll see some sunshine this afternoon. We'll get up to about 49 degrees. Tonight, we're going to see some rain in the wee small hours of the morning. I'm talking 2, 3, 4 a.m. Snow level, as I mentioned before, is going to go from 3,000 feet at sunset all the way down to 1,700 feet after midnight. Overnight low of about 35 degrees. Tomorrow morning, you could wake up to a little bit of rain. It should taper off. Snow level goes up to about 2,900 feet. Cloudy in the morning, sunshine in the afternoon for the most part on Tuesday. High of about 47 degrees. Tuesday night should be dry, 32 for the overnight low. Wednesday, snow level is going to be about 3,200 feet, but we're going to look at sunshine on Wednesday. Highs warming back up to about normal. 47 or 48 is about normal this time of the year. Overnight low, 33 on Wednesday night. Snow level goes back down, but very little moisture associated. And then on Veterans Day, Thursday, lots of clouds and some afternoon rain. We could get rained on here with a parade in downtown Wenatchee that gets going at 11 o'clock on Veterans Day, Thursday. Snow level will be at about 1,700 feet when we get up. It'll go to about 2,700 feet in the afternoon on Thursday, Veterans Day. Into the weekend we go. Friday, mostly cloudy, more rain. We got some warmer air coming in, just about 50 on Friday. Again, cloudy, a little bit of light rain, 53 on Saturday, cloudy to light rain, and about 51 on Sunday. We're going to warm up a little bit, both with the afternoon highs and the overnight lows. Okay, to the passes. Now, the cameras are a little glitzy this morning, so I'm going to have to do this orally. I can't show you the pass cameras. It's a long story, brought to you by D.A. Davidson, the strength of a trusted partner and personalized solutions to meet your financial needs. There is a winter storm watch in effect for tonight through Tuesday night at 3,500 feet and above. It was a winter weather advisory. Now it's a winter storm watch. That's a little more serious. So above 3,500 feet, could get some heavy snow accumulations. Right now in the mountain passes, Blue Pass, that's a traction tire advisory. You have some compact snow and ice in places on US 2, although it is not snowing right now. We'll take you to Stevens Pass. I got to zoom down on the computer here. Stevens Pass does have a traction tire advisory with compact snow and ice on the roadway. Most of that compact snow and ice on Stevens Pass pretty much right at the summit. I-90, no advisories, no restrictions. Light snow coming down on I-90, but it is not sticking to the roadway, so traction tires are advised on Stevens and on Blewett. They're not looking too bad today weather-wise. It'll be partly sunny, very little snow. Tonight, here comes the snow. Heavy snow possible at times, mixed with freezing rain. When this whole system is over by Wednesday night into Veterans Day, anywhere from 8 to 16 inches of new snow possible, and some significant snowfall up to the north as well. If you're driving up through the Methow Valley, up towards Winthrop and Mazama, you could be dealing with some significant snowfall coming down as well. So get ready for some snow tonight, Tuesday night, Wednesday in the mountain passes. Again, to recap, Stevens and Blewett, traction tires advised, no advisories or restrictions on I-90. They're not expecting a lot of moisture today up in the Cascades. That changes tonight with significant snow overnight tonight and pretty much all day on Tuesday. 10 minutes after the hour, a quick 1-minute break, and then we'll have your Monday morning headlines. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Live channel.
Kids are resilient. I just love their energy. They bounce back so quickly. I love the stories they tell. I love just their charisma, their character. I love to see that subtle smile that you pull out of a kid, you know, when you start talking with them about something they really like. I just love what I do, and I can't imagine I would be as happy doing anything else.
You're in Ford Country, land of Pat Armstrong, Ford Lincoln, home of the lifetime warranty. That'll sure get you thinking.
Get ready for fall and winter with a new or used truck or SUV from North Central Washington's four-wheel drive headquarters, Pat Armstrong Ford Lincoln, on 3rd Street in East Wenatchee.
Land of Pat Armstrong, Ford Lincoln, you're in Ford Country.
I'm John Divis from Wenatchee Dental Arts, and I like to think myself as a comprehensive dentist. We are an office that treats people comprehensively for their dental problems. We do a lot of general dentistry in a broad sense. We don't send everything out. Things that we have the ability to do in the office, we like to keep in the office and under one roof and keep things as complication-free as possible. You can come to one place and have all their dental needs taken care of.
Maids of Wenatchee has been professionally cleaning and sanitizing homes and businesses in North Central Washington since 1998. Maids uses commercial-grade cleaners and viricides. Maids has implemented additional safety and sanitation protocols. They are strictly following CDC guidelines for the safety of their clients and employees. For expert help with cleaning and sanitizing your home or business, call or look up Maids of Wenatchee to schedule your free estimate today.
Counterplay inside, picking his way back to the 10, to the 5, into
High school sports is back, and NCW Life Channel's got you covered. Tune in for football, girls soccer, and volleyball right here. A huge thank you to our sponsors, Les Schwab Tires, One Way Construction, and Save Mart. Follow all the action of high school sports on your local TV station, the NCW Life Channel.
14, they come back.
Hello, North Central Washington. I'm Dave Tosh, Executive Director, Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center, and I'm excited to announce a new variety show entitled Vibrant Living, brought to you by the Senior Center. And I think you'll find it educational, informative, and a lot of fun. Join us for the new program, Vibrant Living.
Right at the freezing mark, 32 degrees in downtown Wenatchee. The clouds and the fog and the sun will all kind of circle around each other most of the day today, but we'll see some sun breaks. Highs will be in the upper 40s. Pretty much today is going to be a lot like yesterday. Rain overnight tonight with the snow level dipping down to 1,700 feet with significant snow at the 3,500 feet and above level with a winter storm watch. For the Cascades, we're going to see rain overnight tonight into Tuesday, and then intermittent rain mixed with sun for the balance of the week and into the weekend. But heads up, on Veterans Day, we are expecting some significant rain on Thursday, the 11th. It's 14 minutes after the hour. We begin with this story. A 23-year-old Wenatchee woman is dead after a two-car accident. This happened Saturday afternoon, 5 miles north of the summit of Blewett Pass. According to the Washington State Patrol, Kyra N. Nelson was driving a 2007 Toyota Corolla northbound shortly before 4 p.m. when her car crossed the center line. It spun 180 degrees and was struck in the rear by a 2014 Ford F-150 pickup being driven southbound by 52-year-old Robert J. Spraggan of Cle Elum. Nelson was pronounced dead at the scene. Spraggan and his passenger, 60-year-old Stephanie T. Spraggan, also from Cle Elum, were transported to Central Washington Hospital with unknown injuries. The cause of the accident is under investigation, but authorities say the highway was not icy. Traffic was delayed until about 7:30 on Saturday night. A single car rollover accident on the approach to the Odebashian Bridge on the east side of the bridge sent 2 Wenatchee residents to the hospital. This happened at about 7:45 last night. According to the Washington State Patrol, a 2002 Hyundai Accent was driving westbound when the car left the highway to the right, rolled over, and came to rest on its wheels. The driver, 23-year-old Jose Valenzuela, and his passenger, 27-year-old Marvin Herrera, were transported by ambulance to Central Washington Hospital with unknown injuries. The cause of the crash is under investigation. The count of about 2,100 new ballots in the very narrow Wenatchee School Board elections have given a further edge to one of the challengers. Catherine Thomas improved her lead over incumbent Michelle Sandberg with about 50.7% to Sandberg's 48.9%. Now that's a difference of 213 votes, and there's only an estimated 98 ballots to count, which means Thomas is pretty much the likely victor when that election is certified in a couple of weeks. Another board incumbent, Maria Iniguez, will keep her seat. She fended off a challenge from Matt Van Bogart, 51% to 48%. Finally, board member Julie Norton appears likely to hold on to her seat with just over a 1% margin. She has a 127-vote lead over challenger Miranda Skaliski. Norton, Thomas, and Van Bogart all ran on a ticket that was supported by the Chelan County Republican Party, even though the school board race is officially nonpartisan. Now, in the election for the wide-open board seat in the Eastmont School District, Joy Daw gained heavily on John Stu Stewart Jr., racking up 51% to Stewart's 48.5%. However, an estimated 1,700 ballots remain uncounted in Douglas County, and that keeps that race still too close to call. It's a margin of 168 votes. By the way, the final count and certification, November 23rd, when the election is certified by local auditors and the Washington Secretary of State. A Kent man who seriously injured his passenger in a Lake Chelan jet ski accident last spring, sentenced last week, to 120 days in jail. 26-year-old Jordan Sebastian Allen has already spent 160 days awaiting trial in the Chelan County Regional Justice Center since he was arrested back on May 26th. Allen pled guilty on Tuesday to operating a watercraft under the influence. His 42-year-old passenger was hospitalized when Allen's jet ski collided with a pontoon boat. She suffered broken ribs, a broken hip, and ruptures to her spleen and lung. Allen must also spend 2 years on probation and pay a $350 fine once he's released. And finally, on a Thursday afternoon, I had a chance to grab our cameras and take a tour of what's happening with the newly remodeled Wenatchee City Hall. The big project continues. The mayor of Wenatchee, Frank Kuntz, and the city council members had a chance to tour the facility with the contractor and the buildings and maintenance supervisor for the city of Wenatchee, and here's what we saw.
So first of all, it is an active construction site. So there are tripping hazards on the ground and there are things hanging from the ceiling. So please be very careful when you go in. Watch your step. Just entered into the customer service lobby. If you turn to the left down this corridor, you can imagine heading towards council chambers. That's council chambers. This area. This whole thing for the council? Correct. All the way to that solid block wall. So the stairs going upstairs to the mezzanine level are headed this direction and up. So let's get me up the mezzanine level. We've got the HR department, the mayor's office, IS, engineering, existing mezzanine level. There are some windows. There's another one. Okay. I don't know. Framing is to begin in 2 weeks, so the walls will start to take shape and you will be able to better orient yourselves with the new location.
Well, it looks good, Alyssa. Thank you and Aaron and the team. And,
thank you.
Coming along great. And thanks for keeping us on budget, because you told me we were on budget and almost on time. So,
Scheduled reopening of the remodeled City Hall just about 1 year from now. That's what's making headlines at 19 minutes after the hour. Grant Olson is taking some well-deserved time off. Jefferson Robbins will be in the anchor chair tonight handling the news at 5, 6, and 10 with a preview of some of the stories we're working on this week. Here's JR.
Good morning, Dan. I'm not sure how it's possible for someone to be up this early on a Monday, but you prove it is possible every week. Well done. We'll have a fair share of news for you this Veterans Day week on the NCW Life Evening News, including some sit-downs with public officials to tell us what services local veterans still need and how to get those needs fulfilled. We'll be with you tonight and every night this week at 5, 6, and 10 on the NCW Life Evening News. I'm Jefferson Robbins. Hope to see you then, Dan.
Thank you, Jefferson. Don't forget, you got a news tip. You want to drop us a note and say hi, you can go to our website, ncwlife.com. There's a Contact Us icon. You can't miss it. You just fill out the form and push send, and we get it right here. You can email us directly, news@ncwlife.com, or you can go to our Facebook page and use the Facebook Messenger app to make it happen. Going to do things a little out of order this morning. After our quick 1-minute break, we'll come right back with the obscure holiday today in history, some celebrity birthdays, and then we'll dive into sports because we have a lot of sports to get to. So we'll do things a little bit out of order, but it's still coming your way. Everything that you need to get your Monday going. You're watching a Monday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house, fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Introducing Alpine Airman. Because every home needs a superhero to eliminate poor indoor air quality, send inefficient operating equipment packing, and cut high energy bills down to size. For heating or cooling and equipment replacement, turn to the experts and the superheroes at Carrier and Alpine Air. We offer the best deals on high-efficiency Carrier products, along with friendly, knowledgeable service and incredible savings to fit your budget.
22 minutes after the hour, let's do the obscure holiday of the day today. We'll get to your sports. It's on its way. Don't worry about that. We want to wish everybody a happy National Cappuccino Day today. A big blast of that baby will get you going, no doubt about it. You got your hot milk, your espresso, your steamed milk foam. Of course, it is Italian by definition, and it got real popular after World War II. GI stationed in Italy came back jonesing for some cappuccino. They say, hey man, they make this coffee drink in Italy. It's good. And they brought it back. And what really changed the game for cappuccino was cappuccino machines. They got a lot better after World War II. Cappuccinos are very complicated to make, but the machines improved greatly after World War II, and that's why cappuccinos became quite popular. By the way, I didn't know this until I did my research. The steamed foam on top of a cup of cappuccino, it acts as an insulator. It helps the coffee, the espresso, retain its heat. Didn't know that. And of course, you can put all kinds of different flavors in the foam. You don't have to do the steamed milk foam. A lot of people like cocoa or cinnamon or ginger. And by the way, it's perfect with a croissant. There's nothing better for breakfast than a cup of cappuccino and a croissant for reasons unknown. It just is. It's good. Happy National Cappuccino Day. I don't have them too often, but when I do, I enjoy it. I'm also wired for about 7 hours. Don't need that. Let's move on to today in history. We'll get to some presidential elections in just a little bit, but first, we want to wish happy birthday, Montana. Yeah, November 8th, 1889, the great state of Montana is admitted to the 41st state in the Union. Montana is Spanish for mountains. That's because they got a lot. There's 64 different mountain ranges in Montana. That is pretty impressive. Montana has the largest grizzly bear population of the lower 48. They've got about 500 grizzly bears live in northwestern Montana, and about 600 grizzly bears are found in and around Yellowstone National Park. But there's this fascinating fact about Montana. Montana sent a greater percentage of its male population to fight in World War I and World War II than any other state. The U.S. government overestimated the population of males in Montana during World War I, and so they drafted 28,000 men for military service, and then another 12,000 or so men volunteered to go fight in World War I. So 8% of the population of Montana went to war in World War I. That's incredible. And just before World War II, of course, we were in the middle of the Great Depression, and Montana like a lot of states, suffered greatly during the Great Depression, but Montana had really bad problems during the Great Depression. 57,000 residents of Montana signed up to go fight in the war as they needed the money. Happy birthday, Montana. That's not a bad flag. I don't think having Montana there is necessary. Anyway, happy birthday to Montana, which, by the way, does not have an official nickname. I thought that was interesting. Presidential elections. Keep in mind, this is the last date that presidential elections can happen is November 8th. And we got some for you. This is the 89th anniversary of FDR. Swept into office as the 32nd president of the United States, defeating incumbent Herbert Hoover, who was not particularly popular. Roosevelt was the first Democrat in 80 years to win an outright majority in both the Electoral College and the popular vote. And Hoover became the last president who was the incumbent president to lose re-election until Jimmy Carter did 48 years later. So starting in 1932, it was good to be an incumbent. The electoral vote was a landslide, 472 to 59. Roosevelt became the first Democrat in the 1932 election to win every county in Washington state. Chelan County, at the 1932 Democratic election for the presidency, Chelan County voted Democrat for the first time in Chelan County's history. FDR won Chelan County 53% to 40%. He won Douglas County 58%. FDR, elected on the state in 1932. He would be elected again. This is the 61st anniversary of the general election of 1960. John F. Kennedy, elected the 35th president of the United States, defeated the vice president, Richard Nixon, who of course would go on to be elected anyway. Kennedy won the Electoral College 303 to 219. He won the national popular vote by 0.17%. He won by 112,000 votes in the national vote. That is unbelievably tight. This is the most recent election in which neither candidate carried every county in a single state. Nixon, by the way, won Washington state by about 30,000 votes, and he won Chelan County and Douglas County rather easily at the 1960 presidential election. The 1988 presidential election, 33 years ago today, Michael Dukakis goes down to defeat to the Vice President George H.W. Bush, 426 to 111 in the Electoral College. This is the most recent election in which a candidate won over 400 electoral votes. That's been a long time. That's amazing. By the way, Michael Dukakis won Washington state by 30,000 votes, but George Bush easily won Chelan and Douglas County 58% to 40%. And by the way, the presidential tally for the 1988 presidential election in Ferry County, Washington, 972 votes for Bush, 972 votes for Dukakis. They tied in Ferry County. You don't see that very often. 5 years ago, Donald Trump elected the 45th president of the United States over Hillary Clinton. It is the fifth and most recent presidential election in which the winning candidate lost the popular vote. Of course, Donald Trump also lost the popular vote just about a year ago at this time. Donald Trump, the first president ever with with no prior public service or military experience. Clinton easily defeated Trump in Washington state, but in Chelan County and Douglas County, Trump won easily. There you go, the election 5 years ago. Let's do some birthdays. At 28 minutes after the hour, Margaret Mitchell wrote Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind was the only book that Margaret Mitchell wrote in her lifetime. Now, there was a sequel to Gone with the Wind, but Margaret Mitchell didn't write it. She did the outline and somebody else wrote it. Margaret Mitchell was born in the state in 1900, was struck and killed by an automobile in Atlanta in 1948. It took her 3 years, by the way, to write Gone with the Wind, and I'm on record as saying Gone with the Wind, the novel, is considerably better than Gone with the Wind, the movie, although it does take you a while to read. Margaret Mitchell, born in the state 121 years ago today. Happy 72nd birthday to Bonnie Raitt, still going strong. She's got 10 Grammy Awards sitting on her mantle. Let's give them something to talk about. What do you say? Happy 72nd to Bonnie. Going to take a break at the bottom of the hour. We got Mike Mad Dog Magnotti's opinion. We got sports. And I didn't even mention this, but the Festival of Trees is coming up November 16th through the 21st, the Numerica Festival of Trees. And we'll talk to Allie Jordan and Woody Lotz about the Festival of Trees. It's back. It was virtual last year. It's back in real life this year. We'll have that for you, too. You're watching Wake Up in Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
Are Are you frustrated because you feel like you aren't getting the internet speeds you pay for? One of the most common ways to test your internet connection is called a speed test. These are free and easily located on the internet and can tell you how fast your internet is. However, for certain reasons, these tests may not always be accurate. A speed test shows you how fast a file can be downloaded to the computer you're running the test on. However, there are many things that can affect the speed of that download besides the speed of the internet going into your home. A few of the things that can affect your internet speed are poor Wi-Fi signal, other wireless signals interfering with the wireless signals coming from your router, other devices in your home draining your bandwidth, your computer or phone running apps programs in the background that you aren't aware of, slowing your entire device. Any of these things can slow down your internet. Your internet is like water flowing down a pipe. There's a big pipe bringing internet to your local area, and a smaller pipe coming off of that bringing internet to your home address. Your router is just another pipe that brings the internet inside your house, and every device inside your home is like a pipe connected to the router. Just like with water, if any of those pipes along the way are too small for the amount of internet that needs to flow through for a family, the flow for everything down the line will be much slower. It's a lot like trying to push all the water going into your house through a small straw. Also, again, just like with water, if everyone in your home is using the internet at once, any individual device may not be able to receive the full flow of the internet. It's like your whole family trying to drink out of that small straw all at once. If you're struggling with internet that is slower than expected, make sure that all of the devices that your internet flows through are working correctly, and check all devices in your home for background programs that may be using the internet. If everything still appears to be working correctly, contact us and we'll be able to help.
Hey, this is Mike Mad Dog McNatty, and everybody's entitled to my opinion. Now, I usually don't repost other people's posts from Facebook, and I like to do my own, but there's a recent one I'm going to share here. I've seen both believers and non-believers post this, which causes me to think that there's some value here for all of us. Now, this post says this: if we Christians somehow arrive at the conclusion that giving up some personal liberties for the sake of other people's safety somehow makes us less free, then we have deeply misunderstood the cross. That's something to think about. This is Mike Mad Dog McNatty, and that's my opinion.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. We can lift this up.
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
Ooh. You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Hey everyone, Fletcher and Amy Ellington here from Live It Up. In the investment world, ROI stands for Return on Investment. Well, how does better health, better wealth, and better relationships sound for ROI? Join us every week right here on NCW Life and learn how to invest in the most important asset, you.
We're going to answer your questions and provide some weekly inspiration so you can create a life that you love. Join us on Live It Up.
"34 minutes after the hour, a little out of order, but hey, you know, we're back to standard time, so these things happen. Let's talk about sports. The Wenatchee Panthers are the District 6 4A volleyball champions. They swept Eastmont Saturday afternoon at Wenatchee High School. Final scores 25-16, 25-22, 25-16. Panther coach Marnie McMahon was pretty happy with how her girls played.
Back goes Ava Jo Berry for the service. Biggest of her young life, the freshman, approaches. Backline it goes, Calvillo is there. Up front to Hamilton, here's a set for Grasseth. It's blocked, and Wenatchee will win it. The Panthers win the district championship by sweeping Eastmont here today. 3-0. The final 25-16 here in the third.
I think it's great. I think it's great for the kids. You know, I keep telling them what a feeling it is to win a district championship and to stamp a banner up on the wall that'll be there for a long time. And that's what you're working for every day, and I think they're feeling why they work so hard.
Ashton McMahon joining us here to talk about that. How does that feel to hear that district champions?
It's surreal. I think this is something that we've been dreaming about since the beginning. Summer, working hard all year, and it's been a goal of ours ever since the beginning. So I can't even explain it. It's just so emotional for us, and I couldn't be happier for us and the team. So.
For the Eastmont Wildcats, they had one last chance to make it to state as they took on West Valley for second place in the district. Didn't happen. West Valley sweeping Eastmont 25-18, 25-22, and 25-20 for the Wildcats. Their volleyball season comes to an end. All right, to the crossover games, the local Caribou Trail League teams, how did they do over the weekend? Well, Chelan, no surprise there. They advanced to the State 1A tournament. They swept Colville on Saturday. Cashmere, though, lost in straight sets to Lakeside out of 9 Mile Falls. So the Goats will take on Kingsway Christian in the first round of the State 1A tournament at the Sun Dome Friday at 3:15 in the afternoon. Manson wins the district championship for the 2Bs with a sweep of Okanagan in the title match on Saturday at Chelan High School. Lake Roosevelt then ended Brewster's season and then gave Okanagan all it could handle for a last chance at state, but the Bulldogs prevailed 3-2. Manson will take on Tri-Cities Prep in the first round of the state tournament Thursday, 9:45 in the morning. Okanagan's first round opponent, Toutle Lake, with the match starting at 11:45. Waterville Mansfield, the District 1B champions. They swept Pateros on Saturday. Wilson Creek ended Antioch season 3-2 before Pateros advanced to state with a 3-2 victory. Pateros has an early play-in game for the State 1B tournament Thursday at 8 a.m. against Shoreline Christian. Waterville Mansfield will take on Nia Bay in their first round match at 1:30. Eastmont Wildcats are heading to the State 4A girls soccer tournament after a narrow win on Saturday. They edged Moses Lake and East Wenatchee 4-3 to advance to the tournament. Eastmont is an 11 seed, and they will face Issaquah on the road tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Cashmere and Cascade had their soccer season come to an end in the crossover games on Saturday. The Bulldogs fell at home to Lakeside out of 9 Mile Falls 2-1. The Kodiaks fell on the road to Freeman 4-2. Okanagan is the District 6 1B 2B soccer champions. They blanked Tenasca Saturday at Leibofter Field at the Apple Bowl. The final there, 5-0. Tenasca will take on St. George's in a first-round game with the day and time yet to be announced. Okanagan awaits the winner of Cleellum Roslyn and Adna later this week. The Moses Lake Chiefs completed an undefeated Big 9 regular season with a 30-13 win over the Panthers Friday night at Leibofter Field at the Apple Bowl. Wenatchee made it pretty close for 3 quarters, but penalties and turnovers proved costly for the Panthers. Eric Granstrom and Paul Collard had the call right here on the NCW Live channel.
On a first down and 10 at the 18. Turn, handoff, Guzman. Big hole up the middle to the 10, to the 5, into the end zone. Not even touched. Touchdown run from 18 yards out, and Moses Lake strikes first. They lead it 6-0. They got to get set for a second. He'll snap the ball, hand it off to Lloydhammer, and trying to get to the corner. And he will to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, into the end zone. Camden Lloydhammer pats the rock for the touchdown from 27 yards out. At halftime to West Valley, they came up with a big second half, winning that one 56-17. Straight keeper up the middle by Clark, and he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. Touchdown. How about that? Wenatchee band will perform here at halftime. Snap back to Clark, looking for the touchdown. He's got a man in his face, rolls out to his right, throws down to the end zone. The ball is caught, and it is a touchdown, Moses Lake. And now Lloydhammer joins Devereaux and St. John in the backfield. They'll hand it to Lloydhammer. Boy, he barely got that handoff, but he does tumble into the end zone for the touchdown for Wenatchee. So a 28-yard field goal attempt. It's Iden Bone on the kick, right to left. Snap is down, spot is down, the kick away, and it is good. One is spotted at the 28, so it's a 38-yard field goal attempt by Ida Bone, and the ball is blocked. It's going to be covered by Moses Lake, and how about the Panthers? Amezquah comes through with the block. It'll be Wenatchee football at their own 30-yard line. Wanted to run it. Back to pass here. Has some time. He's going to chuck it downfield, looking for the intended receiver. No, it's intercepted. On the return is Wittes. Wittes up the Moses Lake sideline. He's got 2 men to beat, and he will be tackled at the 20. And that's the 3rd turnover by Wenatchee here on the night, and that should do it. Second down coming up for Moses Lake. Ball left side, thrown left side. The ball caught over there. And Thomas gets away from a tackler and gets it into the end zone for a touchdown. So congratulations to the Moses Lake Chiefs, Big 9 champs. They win it tonight 30-13.
Proud of the kids, the way they played. You know, we kept swinging. Weren't intimidated, weren't scared, and we played with them for 3 quarters, you know, but second half has not been our friend this year and reared its ugly head once again.
You get a couple of sacks tonight, aside from a couple of touchdowns. What means more to you out there on the field? Do you like getting those sacks better than getting in the end zone?
I'm not going to lie. I do like those sacks just because my brother gets on me about them. So once I get a sack, I get happy.
The 4A bracket is set. The Eastmont Wildcats will be a number 15 seed in the state 4A tournament. That means they're going to travel to number 2 Eastlake. They'll kick it off Friday at 7 o'clock. Moses Lake is an 11 seed. They'll travel to play Gonzaga Prep. They'll be in Spokane Friday, also at 7 o'clock. The season came to an end for all the Caribou Trail League teams except OMAC on Friday. The Pioneers edged Newport 33-28. They're in the State 1A tournament. Cashmere fell to Lakeside out of 9 Mile Falls 28-8. Freeman crushing Cascade, and Riverside clobbered Chelan. Deer Park dispatched Quincy Saturday, by the way, 50-16. OMAC is a number 13 seed to the state tournament, and they will travel to Lakeside out of 9 Mile Falls either Friday or Saturday. 2B, Brewster advanced to the state 2B tournament with a 41-6 win over Liberty on Friday. Soap Lake topped Bridgeport 70-50. On Saturday, Okanagan remained unbeaten with a 59-0 win over Northwest Christian. Lind-Ritzville beat Manson 41-zip. Waterville-Mansfield a 54-6 winner over Antioch. Brewster will take on Columbia Burbank on the road in his first-round state game. Okanagan will wait 2 weeks for the winner of Brewster and Columbia Burbank. And Liberty Bell has a first-round State 1B playoff game at home. They'll take on Cusick. Waterville-Mansfield will travel to Nacelle either Friday or Saturday. To the Les Schwab College football scoreboard, Huskies gave up a 9-3 early lead, lost to the Ducks Saturday 26-16 at Husky Stadium. The Ducks were led by Travis Dyes, 211 yards rushing. He also had a couple of touchdowns. Washington had 6 3-and-outs on offense, didn't even generate a single first down in the first quarter. Montana State's Isaiah Ifens rushed for 217 yards and a touchdown. The Bobcats knocked off Eastern Washington 23-20. Montana State's defense held Eagle quarterback Eric Barriere to 214 yards and 2 scores through the air, and he only rushed for 17 yards. Quincy Glasper threw for 442 yards and 5 touchdowns to lead Central Washington over Western New Mexico 54-29. The Wenatchee Wild won their first game of the season over the weekend. Then they won their second game of the season over the weekend. Yeah, they swept Vernon on Friday. Wenatchee's Cade Stibbe scored just 26 seconds in overtime to give Wenatchee a 3-2 win. It was the Wild's first victory in 7 tries, and also the first win since Coach Chris Clark was named head coach. In 2020, he was the interim coach for the remainder of the 2019 season. Quinn Emerson and Owen Bone also scored in the win for Wenatchee. Goalie Tyler Shea stopped 28 of 30 shots. On Saturday, Wenatchee was 3 for 4 in the power play opportunities. They beat Vernon 4-1. The Vipers scored first, but then Wenatchee countered on Landon Parker's redirect of a shot by Ian Somoza. Owen Bone scored 2 goals in the second to give Wenatchee a 3-1 lead, and Somoza capped the scoring in the fourth. Wenatchee finally returns home this week. They will host the West Kelowna Warriors Thursday and Friday at the Town Toyota Center. And speaking of hockey, the Seattle Kraken lost a heartbreaker Saturday to Arizona 5-4. The game was tied at 4-4. They were looking to go into overtime, but then Seattle surrendered a goal with 65 seconds left in regulation. Jordan Eberle scored his 6th goal of the season to put Seattle up early. Yanni Gord, Nathan Bastian, and Mark Giordano also lit the lamp for the Kraken. They will visit Las Vegas Tuesday at 7 o'clock. And those are just some of the games that people are playing. After a quick break, it's my conversation with Allie Jordan and Woody Lotz. The Numerica Festival of Trees begins November 16th. Everything you need to know from those 2 cool people coming up. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life Channel.
Don't make plans to store your boat for the off-season until you've checked out the Super Package from Bob File Boats and Motors. With this package, you just drop your boat off for winterizing, and they take it from there. When you pick it up in the spring, it'll be ready to go for the next season. There are too many features in the Super Package to list here, so get the details. 509-884-3558.
Bob File Boats and Motors. We're dealing. Bob File's gonna make you smile.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Yes, it's me. It's my husband. I think there's something the matter with him.
It was a feeling that I'll never forget, like being able to meet them and know that he survived.
Okay, tell me what's happening. Is he conscious?
No, he's not. He's not.
Okay, take a deep breath for me. I'm getting you help.
Rivercom means to me that I still have my husband here with me. They're the ones that guided me through saving his life.
Welcome back to Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We're in the lobby of the America Performing Arts Center, the upstairs lobby, because it is back after 1 year of, well, we had a Festival of Trees last year. Who's kidding who? It wasn't the same. It was the 20th anniversary. They had to do something. Allie was able to cobble something together for the 2020 pandemic-related Numerica Festival of Trees. Now it's back in person, November 16th through the 21st. It's rapidly become one of the great holiday traditions here in the Wenatchee Valley. Allie Jordan is the chair of this year's program. And, of course, Woody is the new executive director of the Numerica Performing Arts Center, who's been on our television station way too much lately.
Not enough. It's never enough. It's never enough. I think it should just be once a week. Me and you, then Magnotti, sometimes, maybe like every other month with Magnotti. But yeah,
he did Mike Magnotti's show and lived to tell the tale. Not a lot of people do that. Hi, Allie. It's my friend Allie Jordan, too.
Good morning, Dan.
Are we ready to go? Are you pumped for the 16th through the 21st?
I'm really excited, yes. It feels like it's next week, but it's in 2 weeks, so we're excited to get going, the Numerica Festival of Trees. It's the kickoff to the holiday season. We love having it down here. It's so festive. We moved it back into November, so like Dan said, it'll be November 16th through the 21st, and then we'll have our Confluence Health Gala on Saturday the 20th at 5 o'clock, and we're really excited about it.
For those of you who lived in the Wenatchee Valley for any length of time, you know how cool this is, but this is a first for Woody, and this is important for your spreadsheet and your bank account, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's also important because we get to get the community together. They get to come see some wonderful trees. They get to experience some time in our lobby and our facility, which is always great. You know, it's always about getting community together, right? Our mission is to educate, empower, inspire, and be an accessible and excellent performing arts center. We get to do all of those things. So the Numerica Festival of Trees kind of really helps us do that. And
it's a good combination of the old that people like and the new, which is you.
Yes.
You brought in a new energy and some new inspiration, and yet the Festival of Trees has to continue because people just love it, Allie, don't they?
They do love it. So like I said, it kicks off the holiday season. We've got the classic trees that'll be out here for people to view. They're the 4-foot trees. They'll be themed. Each sponsor and decorator gets to choose their own theme and then deck it out. And it'll be a silent auction out here. And you can come through and place your bids through Sunday the 21st at 12, and then the winning bidders will come pick up their items. And everything that you see with the trees will go with you when you pick it up. And then at the Confluence Health Gala on Saturday the 20th, we'll auction off our 9-foot grand trees. And everything you see with those, you'll take home as well. So we're really excited.
And those are also themed.
They are themed, and we have sponsors for all of them. So thank you to all of our sponsors. And yeah, so I'm excited for everyone to come through and check out all the decorations, the themes, the grand trees, the classic trees. The mini trees are 2-foot, and they'll be just behind us in the Wenatchee Convention Center outside the ballroom. So there'll be wreaths and 2-foot trees that people can also bid on silently. So yeah, we have something for everybody.
And you should see, Woody, some of the thought that goes into some of these trees when they theme them out. I mean, every year there's always a husky tree and a cougar tree, and there's people who do nothing but gingerbreads. It's phenomenal, the creativity that these people put together when they put together not only the smaller trees, but the big trees for the big auction.
Yes, it is crazy.
You should
I'm
see
excited for Woody to check it out.
Well, you know, it's funny. Mike Locke and I were just walking through the facility and all of this, and all of a sudden we came across the first scrapbook of the first ever Festival of Trees here in Wenatchee, and we opened it up, and just to go through that, and just, you know, I've got to spend a lot of time with a lot of people over the last 2 months, and just seeing where we've been and the history and where things have started and all the passion for the community, and then seeing where we're going and launching. You know, this is 21 years, so now we're old enough to drink as a company, but it's my first year, and really thinking about where we're launching off to in the next 21 years is really exciting. So, you know, and the Festival of Trees is just such a huge part of that. And I'm very excited, you know, but I usually get about an email and a call just asking about it. So it became rather apparent very quickly that this is probably one of the most important events all year for us.
It is. Again, it's the 16th through the 21st of November. Tickets are on sale right now, but the big event, the centerpiece, is on Saturday night, the 20th. That's the big Confluence Health Gala. That's when everybody dresses up to the nines and everybody has a good time. Walk me through the program. I know Woody is the master of ceremonies.
Yes.
You are going to wear a tux, I hope.
Yes, Woody's the master of ceremonies.
No, I'm wearing. I've made it a requirement. I've told the staff we are wearing ugly Christmas sweaters, and maybe I'll have a matching cowboy hat to go along with Cody Hodge, our auctioneer.
Yes. Oh, you're working with Cody, one of the best.
Absolutely,
One of the very
phenomenal.
best.
Been to a couple galas here, and Cody's done an amazing job at both of them that we've been to, and we're so excited to have him.
Talk me through Saturday night's program, Allie.
Yes, so cocktails will kick off at 5 o'clock, and then we'll have check-in, and people can enjoy their cocktails and look through the trees. So we will have public viewing. We'll close at 4 o'clock that Saturday, so everyone who's attending the gala will get to walk through and check out the classic trees, the mini trees, and the wreaths exclusively. Put in bids if they'd like to, since it'll only be open for a couple hours on Sunday. They get somewhat of the last right to bid on them, and then we'll enjoy our plated dinner. There are 2 dinner options. We have a beef and salmon, and then we have a vegetarian option, and we'll go through our program of the trees, and we have our golden tickets available as well. So if you purchase a golden ticket and your name is drawn, you get to pick any one of our live auction items, including a tree, if you would like, before it goes to auction. And then we'll go through our auction, and like Woody said, Cody Hodge will be here, and Woody will be our master of ceremonies, and we'll go through the program, and we'll have some fun little surprises, and we'll have it decked out with a Winter Wonderland themed, so we're really excited.
As you might imagine, because we're talking top flight, we haven't mentioned the wine yet, we'll get to that in a minute. Food, wine, the program, tickets are limited. I mean, you can't, you're not going to walk in the door on Saturday night the 20th and buy a ticket. It doesn't work that way, does it?
Correct. You will not be able to buy tickets the night of, so please make sure to get your tickets purchased, your tables purchased. Yeah, it'll fill up, and we will also have Milbrandt wine on all of the tables for everyone to enjoy, complimentary of Milbrandt Vineyards, so we're really excited. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. We'll have a lot of fun little quirks to the evening, so we're excited for everyone to come and check it out and be in person again.
That's the key.
Yes, we're so excited.
Well, you mentioned it. I'll mention it now too, and I'll just ask you straight out. What are the COVID? What are we dealing with COVID-wise as far as rules and regulations and stuff like that?
Yes. So for COVID restrictions, we're just asking people to wear their masks and be smart and wear them when you're not eating or drinking. So that's kind of what we're standing with right now, is just be smart, be safe. If you're not feeling well, if you have any concerns, if you have any qualms about how you're feeling, please don't attend. If you've been in proximity with someone who has it, obviously, please don't attend, but we will be following masking and social distancing guidelines as much as we can.
Again, it is the 16th through the 21st with the big gala on Saturday the 20th, with emceed by this guy right here, Mr. J. Woody Lotz. Did we forget anything? I hate to walk away and say, oh, I forgot to ask something. Did we cover all the bases?
I feel like we've covered everything pretty well. Woody, what do you think?
I think it should be reminded to the community that this is our biggest fundraiser of the year. And so this is something that helps us reestablish ourselves. As I've said, we are reopening, trying to stay open and enjoy live entertainment in a connected community in this wonderfully intimate setting. And so if you come out, this is, the dollars that are spent here, the money that is spent here, this is to help us get our programming like every kid at the Pack back, bring in great top-notch performers in terms of musicians, comedians, live performances. What you'll see here helps us to do our Apple Blossom musical, our Hot August Nights musicals, our Courtyard comedies, all of these things that people continue to enjoy and bring our community together. This is the biggest event that helps make that happen.
And who's kidding who? It's great to see the Rocky Horror Picture Show on Halloween and Mamma Mia. What a tremendous show that was. It's good to see people back in the theater enjoying themselves.
We are just on a roll, and it was great. We had East Wenatchee City Council members here for Rocky Horror. We had people running for East Wenatchee School Board. We had people from the Community Foundation employees coming. So people are coming back to our facility and really, really enjoying themselves. We've got the one-man Star Wars show coming up on November 10th. So if you don't have tickets, it's appropriate for ages 6 to Yoda. So definitely get that. We've got the Wenatchee Valley Symphony and Orchestra here this Saturday on November 6th. So, we have so many things that go on here in our facility, not only with the Festival of Trees, but all of the performances. We are the cultural hub of this community, and we'll continue to be that.
And let me tell you, the downtown businesses that serve food and drink are really happy to see people back at it, because a lot of folks like to come downtown, fill their belly full of food and the necessary adult beverage, and then come down here and do a show. Everybody feeds each other.
And speaking of adult beverages, the one thing that we did forget to mention, because it's new this year, is the holiday cocktail, the Festival of Spirits holiday cocktail competition.
Oh. Yeah, so that's going to be on Wednesday the 17th from 5 to 8. We are actually going to have 6 different local restaurants and bars come in, and they will make their own specialty craft holiday cocktail as a competition, so you can get tickets for $30 and come in, and they will have 2 bars set up here in the upper lobby. We'll have 2 bartenders down at our concession stand and another 2 bartenders set up at a different bar station. And right now, for sure, we know that South's coming to do a cocktail. The new game store, Epoch Gaming, is going to do a new cocktail for us, and Garlini's will be here as well, along with a couple other restaurants. So it's going to be really exciting.
Do you need judges?
Always.
Okay.
Yeah, the community is the judge.
Oh, okay.
So you get a ticket, you get to come in, you get to taste some cocktails, and you get to be the judge of who wins.
For $30?
Yeah.
You could charge twice that and sell out.
I know, right?
Yeah.
We're trying to give a deal, get everyone to come down and enjoy it. You can look at the trees in the pack area, and once you're done with your cocktails, then you can make your way into the convention center and check out the trees and wreaths in there. And the tickets are on sale on the same site. If you go and click the link, it'll take you right to all the Golden Ticket, the Confluence Health Gala tickets, and the Festival of Spirits tickets.
Point and click and get ready to have a good time. Again, the 16th through the 21st. If you plan on going to the gala on the 20th, get your tickets now and circle that date in your calendar. It's one of the big events here in town for the holiday season. Woody, Allie, it's good to see you.
Good to see you, Dan.
I wish I could say the same, Dan.
You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We'll be right back. I'm not sure about Woody.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether. We provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
Winter is a great time to trade in your current hot tub. Turn your old hot tub into money with Blue Lagoon Pool & Spa's trade-in program. You can save $500 to $1,000 off of any new artesian spa or take advantage of a free Bluetooth music experience. Blue Lagoon Pool & Spa recommends draining your hot tub every 3 months. Ask us about our drain and refill special. Stop on by Blue Lagoon Pool & Spa today.
In a world afraid of technology, one man, one show will bring you the newest innovations that may just change your life. This summer, Ray McNeil and your Weekly Tech Update is your Weekly Tech Update with Ray McNeil.
When I was about 16, I got in a relationship. He hit me for the first time in front of his daughter. He physically abused me in front of my children. I couldn't do it no more. Sage was there for me when I needed them. I didn't hear a lecture from them. I didn't hear anything, but just acceptance. And that's what I needed at the time. And they help you with everything that you need to move on in life and heal.
Beautiful view outside of our windows. Our cross camera, 32 degrees in downtown Wenatchee. Real quickly, here's your forecast from the National Weather Service. What we have right now is pretty much what we're going to have today. We still will see a few clouds, and we could get a little bit of light rain today, but we should be dry with a high of about 47 degrees, 35 for the overnight low tonight. Now, here's the big deal. The snow level is going to go all the way down to 1,700 feet tonight. That's pretty darn low. Now, the mountain passes are going to get a lot of snow. There's a winter storm watch in effect tonight through Tuesday night, tonight through Tuesday night, at about 3,500 feet and above. Significant snow, even mixed with some freezing rain. Closer to the valley floor, going to see some snow, it looks like. Not a lot of snow, but certainly enough to make the commute a little dicey on Tuesday morning in Leavenworth in the Lake Wenatchee area and Plain, and also to the north of us in the Methow Valley. They're expecting some snow that may actually come down and stick to the ground. Here in the Wenatchee Valley, we're going to see some rain overnight tonight into early Tuesday morning. We'll get up to about 47 degrees. Wednesday, mixture of clouds and sun. Pretty dry, though. High of 48 degrees. And then we really cloud up for Veterans Day, Thursday, for the parade. We're probably going to get rained on. The rain is timeline for right around 11 or 12 o'clock on Thursday. That's when the parade goes on. 46 the high on Veterans Day. And then we continue that cloudy but warming up period on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And again, heavy snow in the mountain passes tonight. That's it for us. Have a great Monday. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.